guys and gals, what's going on? It's G-Meister here, and welcome to another episode of the Socks Off Podcast. With me, I have some lovely gentlemen, and they can introduce themselves in any particular order. Guys, you can introduce yourself now. Gavin did the intro.
Hi guys, it's me, Adam. I'm here again on the Socks Off Podcast. You know me, you kind of like me, you might hate me, I don't know.
Yo, it's Scottish Twitch Man. Follow me.
Yeah, Scottish Twitch Man! And there's a muted boy, you know, you don't want to hear his voice anyway, that's fine, but that's Noir.
Hey guys, it's the controversial mod here.
Yeah! Everyone's favorite controversial.
Oh, here.
And this time around, we are talking about 2010 decade games. Now, what that means is essentially we're talking about our favorite games from each year in the 2010 decade, like 2011, 2010, 2012. We're just gonna go in the list, take turns talking about it, and we're gonna talk about each game from each year that we like. I could explain that better, but hey, you kind of get it, right? Hopefully, yeah.
Games from 2010 to 2020.
Yeah, we're going 2010 to 2020 because we just decided, fuck it, we're gonna throw 2020 on there.
Yeah.
As well. End of the decade, but also start of the decade, so might as well start off. Alright. With the my first pick, also, I don't know how you guys did your list, but I did my list. Games that I played and games that released in that year. So if, for example, if we got the beta of a game, I did not pick that game, I wanted the full release, so some games might have been harder for me to find, but some of them were pretty easy for me to find. My first pick, which being 2010, was Castle Crashers. I played this game a while ago with TJ. It was actually really funny, because he had his character level max leveled, and I'm like just level 1, and I'm just basically hiding from everything as he just goes everything with his lightning bolt. It was really funny. And then recently I actually got it for my own on my PC, well, no, laptop, about a year ago. So I actually managed to beat it half a year ago or something like that. Oh, half. I don't know. It was a little while ago, but it was fun.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just gonna comment Castle Crashers. Yeah, no, sorry. I was just gonna comment Castle Crashers. I played that game with Dylan. It's really fun. I played it when I was younger. Okay, moving on. Yeah.
It's fun with friends.
Definitely.
I think there's not a lot to do when you're playing alone. It can be difficult at times, but
it's
like,
a party game.
After a while, it's a party game. Yeah.
There are a few games like that.
Oh, it's Smash Bros. You're saying?
We'll get there. D'Angelo, your turn.
My pick for 2010 is Call of Duty Black Ops, because it is revolutionary. It made zombies what it is today. And that is probably one of my favorite game modes of all time.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
addicted to it. I can't stop playing it.
Same. I mean, I got so addicted to it that I bought BO4 with the pass. I spent a lot of money on that. I feel ashamed.
Same.
The map's even good.
No.
No. BO4 just wasn't
remade
good.
maps. The remade maps aren't good.
Okay, Togged or Tone's alright. Alpha Omega garbage. The Chaos maps are
Blood was garbage.
Garbage, yep. Classified was fun. Just trying to think off the top of my head. Anyway, you talk about a good game. Go talk about BO1 more.
BO1 is Black Ops.
It's Call of Duty.
It's good, like huge.
It had a really strong campaign that ended up carrying on for over 10 years now. That's the continuation of World at War.
Then there's obviously going to be more in the future.
Yeah.
It's just that big.
Wood's one of the biggest video game characters of all time, obviously originating from this game.
Man, Treyarch's back must be getting really strained after carrying the Call of Duty franchise, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, do you got anything else you want to comment on BO1? Because it's a really good game.
I played BO, but not in the way you'd expect it.
Did you play on the
Oh no.
DS?
I played on the DS, yes.
Oh my god. You played House.
It's a bad port.
It's not as bad as you think
You
it is.
die
It
in
has
one
original
hit!
Story writing. It's better story writing than the freaking campaign of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 for the other generation console. It has its own original story.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was I'll say the controls are indeed garbage, but it was at least fun.
You.
I would just rather play it on Xbox or PS4, Xbox or
Was that
PS.
the only Black Ops 1 port you played?
I've played Black Ops 2. I know I've played that.
We'll get there.
Only played Ops on the DS. That's sad. That's
I'm okay.
sad.
Wait, no. I played Black Ops 1, but I didn't play the campaign, though. My cousins had it for their PlayStation 3.
You played multiplayer?
There you go.
Multiplayer. It was a local multiplayer. They didn't have internet.
That's fair.
I have an interesting opinion on BO1's multiplayer. It's not as chaotic or fun as many of the other well-known Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2, BO2, blah, blah, blah. But it was one of the most balanced multiplayers. That's my opinion.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I also
I think we're good with the Call of Duty talk. I think we can move on to.
I was going to say, I also introduced Nuketown, which is one of the most legendary Call of Duty maps.
Nuketown!
Yeah!
Nuketown!
So much
That's me. That's the piece.
Nuketown can single-handedly revive a Call of Duty game if it doesn't launch with it. Like, Treyarch didn't launch Cold War with Nuketown. They added it later. Boom. Got more hype in it. And it
2 months later.
Yeah.
Like 2 months later, boom. Nuketown. Actually, no, I think it was literally like a month later. Or something like that.
I think it was 2.
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't really played too much Cold War, so I don't know. I just read up on things.
I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either, even though I have a console for it.
But I will.
I will say this though. My history with Call of Duty is definitely interesting.
Well, you can elaborate.
And we'll get to that.
As we go. And speaking of elaboration, let's talk about a prequel, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. That's on my list. Right.
No.
Right.
No. Objection.
Don't make me
Well, too bad. Overruled.
Listen.
Objection.
Right. So.
Overruled.
I bought a PSP just for that game.
So I was like really young. I remember having a
Okay, cool.
I remember having a McDonald's birthday party, and I don't remember too much about the party itself. But I remember when I got my.
Huh?
So where I left off, I was talking about Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, my 2010 game. Essentially, I was talking about this. I had a. Nah, they don't need to know.
They need to know. They need to know.
Internet died and we're back.
Yeah, essentially.
And also Crab Rave as well.
So, essentially, I had a McDonald's birthday party when I was, like, I don't remember how old I was. It was 2010, though, so that was a long time ago. And, I freaking, essentially, I don't remember much about the party, but I do remember getting a PSP just for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I don't even think I knew as a kid that the game was coming out at the time. My parents just did. So they got me the PSP to play it. And I just played the game. I played Ventus's story because he looked like Roxas. And then, yeah, that's the only story I played on the PSP. And it was a great prequel game. It's my favorite prequel I've ever played. I'll say that. With full heart. It introduced the command deck combat system for Kingdom Hearts, which essentially is Kingdom Hearts that works on... It works well on a handheld, but in terms of, like, actual console Kingdom Hearts game, no, just stop.
Not good.
And yeah, I don't have too much to say that I haven't said about it before on other things like Remind or whatever. So, yeah, Birth by Sleep, great game, great story, tragic shit, blah, blah, blah. Noir, keep moving.
Sad.
But it is big sad. Noir, your turn.
Yes. My pick is Super Mario Galaxy 2.
What about it?
It's pretty
Why'd you
good.
pick it? Why'd you pick it? You played it?
Okay, interesting story. Okay. So, when I was younger, there was this thing called Super Mario Galaxy 1. I played that. And then I heard that a sequel came out later, a couple years after the sequel came out. And I've been wanting to get my hands on it, but I just can't find a place to get it because everywhere I went, it was either not there or I'd have to buy a pre-owned copy of it.
Why didn't you buy pre-owned?
And then later, 2015, I just gave up and bought a pre-owned copy, and I enjoyed the hell out of it.
So you didn't play until 2015?
Yeah, because I didn't really know much about it, but I heard of the first game and played the first one.
Well,
You guys looking?
yeah, no, we all did. Anyways, I
actually haven't played it.
I've actually played Super Mario Galaxy 2. I actually never have played Super Mario Galaxy, but I played Galaxy 2 because you
Haven't played either.
So that was fun for me. So Galaxy 2 is a great game. I think that was like the 3D Mario I put the most amount of time into personally. So yeah.
Not even Odyssey?
Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot about Odyssey. You might be right.
I mean, Odyssey, I think is like way bigger.
It's
so,
way
like,
bigger.
it would make
It's
sense
not.
that you
It's not as linear as Galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on to the next year, 2011. Adam, go.
So I picked Terraria for this, for 2011 because it was even way before like the final update happened. RIP. It's so sad to see the final update. But I played this. Probably like 2 years ago or something like that, with like Zach and Dylan. So on the Xbox, and so like I already knew about the game. Like, Zach told me about it before. He showed me it a little bit, and then I actually got it, and then we started playing it, and it is way harder, way more fun than Minecraft. Because even though Minecraft is a way bigger sandbox than Terraria just has way more items, way more bosses, way more like things you can do in Terraria, and like an actual like reason to start up a new game and play again, rather than Minecraft, which is just like, oh cool, I beat the Ender Dragon, I guess my world is done now. And final update came out. Sad, but we managed to beat it again. And then, well, Zach and I managed to beat it again. Hella fun.
I don't have too much experience with Terraria. All I know is that you guys play it, and I played on 360 once.
I haven't played it at all, so I don't know what you're coming from.
You should totally play it. I think it's better than Minecraft.
Speaking of Minecraft, D'Angelo.
Yeah, my 2011 pick is Minecraft, because it didn't affect peace until 2011.
Yep.
And well, probably one of, if not the biggest game of the decade.
Yeah.
I mean,
Beat
not for
Tetris.
a reason. It is a big boy game in the gaming world.
Steve got in Smash.
Steve got into Smash, yes. That's how big it is. If your game is big enough, if Steve can get into your game.
Yes, it is an honor to have the character of Steve within your game.
Exactly. So what do you like about
I'm pretty
Minecraft,
sure all
D'Angelo?
of us at least.
I think you can do almost anything in Minecraft. You can build anything. And do the mods,
For
like
sure.
Heck It and the mod packs. The big boy stuff.
Makes sense.
I remember picking up Minecraft like day one or whatever, and then just not knowing how to make a or in survival. Funny.
I remember when it was still beta, I downloaded it on my mom's iPad and I enjoyed playing it.
I remember this few of content creators that spawned from Minecraft alone. And it just, like, from 2010 to, like, 2015, kind of, that was, like, the big year for Minecraft content creators. Then, you know, PewDiePie kind of revived it, like, around 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2018, 2019, and then it was revived.
Yeah.
And then a new surge of Minecraft YouTubers were made.
If I hear about Dream one more time! Freaking, but yeah, with Minecraft, I didn't own it for a very long time, actually. I played it with my friends on their 360s, a little bit on their PCs, and then I didn't own it till, like, the PS3 port came out. I played the PS3 port, it was fun. Then I bought the PS4 port. Now I'm here. Yeah, there's a Sly Cooper skin in the PS3 version. It's nice. Noir, do you got anything you want to say about Minecraft? Or?
Told you earlier, you need to know.
Coolio. Alright, I guess I'll transition.
Hey, Gavin.
And speaking of Sly Cooper, oh wait, no, wait, this is 2011. Fuck, I'm too early! No! Platforming! Blue boys! Bad segue!
Everyone laugh at the funny recorder man. Ha 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 ha.
Thanks, D'Angelo, for not laughing.
Gavin.
Okay, 2011, I picked Sonic Generations because Arkham City was stolen from me. So,
no, that's my pick, you son of a...
I know, you stole it! Anyway.
No, I didn't steal it. That's my topic to talk about. I was the one that picked it before you picked it, so finders, keepers, losers, weepers, boy.
Alright. So, Sonic Generations...
You may be the one that is hosting this thing, but I don't owe you shit.
Jesus. What's the thumbnail in assets?
Yeah.
Well, other than that, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So Sonic Generations is essentially a 20th anniversary game for Sonic. It is a mix of 3D and 2D platforming. It had the Boost Sonic formula. Again, I just got done talking about Sonic in the last Socks Off episode, so I don't really have to go too in-depth here. That was mostly me venting about Forces and shit. But, Generations does everything that Forces did, but good. There's almost a non-existent story. Time travel, paradox bullshit, you know, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. It's all fan service. You get to go through different zones from the adventure era, modern era, classic era, play in classic Sonic gameplay style or freaking modern. You know, get funny challenges, good boss fights. Honestly, you know what? It's a really fun game, and I want to play it again. So, yeah. It's a great game. That's all I got.
The sad part is, though, we tried getting it to run on your computer, and it wouldn't work.
Because Generations is really weird. I don't know why. I gotta look at how this installer thing works on it. Noir, your turn. You'll talk about the game you stole.
Okay, Batman Arkham City. I was into the Batman Arkham series, but
why do you have
really
it?
Have to play it, and then when I finally got a console to play it, yes sir, I loved it. And yeah, that's all I really
played it yet. I haven't played it yet. I'm playing through Arkham Asylum right now.
Yeah,
like, as of recording, I am still working on it.
Yeah, I sent Adam for Christmas Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. You guys can watch that in a different video. But, D'Angelo, do you have any experience with Arkham City?
I didn't play Arkham City, but I did play Arkham Knight.
Alright, we'll get there then.
Yeah.
Alright, time for the real guy talking about Arkham City here. One of my favorite games of all time! Alright? So, like, you don't understand. I bought this game 3 times in my life, alright? I bought the original copy on PS3, I bought the Game of the Year copy that came with all the DLC and Harley Quinn's Revenge, and then I bought it on Return to Arkham for PS4, alright? I bought this game 3 times in my life, and it's a really, really great game, one of the best superhero games of all time. I cannot stress this enough. The side missions are really fun, the main story is compelling, it's got like emotional moments out of me when I was younger, and it still kind of does actually. Riddler trophies suck. Riddler trophies definitely suck. But, you know, aside from that, it's a really replayable game. Like, I can't tell you how many times I played this game. Between the challenge mode, the main story, New Game Plus, it's a really good experience. Honestly, if you like Arkham Asylum, or, you know, like, any Arkham game or superhero game, like, if you're getting into Spider-Man now, if you're kind of new into gaming and shit like that, go play the Arkham games. They, like, some of the newer superhero games have definitely taken inspiration from Arkham City. Hell, I talked about this in Game Changers, that episode, back on episode 7. But the Arkham games have completely changed how people view, like, different, like, action-based combat, like free-flow combat. Detective vision, like, if you have, like, a eagle eye or whatever the hell you want to call it in different games, like a third eye, you can thank Arkham for, like, you know...
The only reason why we're talking about this is because I'm the one that took your pick.
No. This is just my passion.
Either way, he would have talked about it, but... Right,
2012.
2012. I was Borderlands. I don't actually remember what got me into Borderlands. I think it was probably Dylan, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like it was just Dylan. He's like, hey Adam, you should try this game. Okay, might as well. I think it was like free on Xbox Live or something. So I'm like, cool. Or I seriously do not remember how I got into this game, but I just remember one day just playing it and having a lot of fun. Like, the story, I haven't gotten that far in the game, and I should beat this game eventually one day. I just haven't gotten there yet. But, I basically know what the story is of Borderlands 2. I actually really like everything about the game. It's really fun. It's got fun play, fun gameplay style and all that. I just think it's really cool.
D'Angelo, do you have anything to comment on Borderlands 2?
Never played it.
Never? Well, you're the FPS guy!
I would recommend. I would recommend if you
I
can.
played the Telltale Borderlands game.
That's a good game, too!
I've never played an actual Borderlands game.
Alright. How about you, Noir? Have you played any Borderlands games?
I played Borderlands 1 and 2.
What a game.
And the Tales from Borderlands, but not the full game, but, you know, episode 1 at least.
I haven't played it either.
That's like the Borderlands with the best writing! Anyways, so, okay, so, unlike these guys, I've dedicated 300 hours to Borderlands 2. Alright? Just like Arkham City, I bought Borderlands 2, like, actually, I bought that one like 2 times in my life, if I'm being honest.
What about Kingdom Hearts? Fair enough.
With Borderlands 2, I played the original PS3 copy that came out with Dylan. I played that on the PS3 with him, on the 360 whenever I went over to his house. It was a hell of fun. I used to main Zero back then. I have a figure of Zero. He's like an assassin.
Everyone main Zero.
Everyone main Zero. He was so fucking cool. How do you not main the guy who speaks in haiku? How do you not?
He's a ninja. Ninja go burr. Ninja go burr.
Ninja go burr. And then Dylan, at the time, I think he mained, Axton on... No, he did not main Commando. He mained, I think he mained Maya at the time, actually, Siren. And for DLC, when he had it, he started maining Krieg, the Psycho, or Necromancer, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, he played the DLC one.
Necromancer.
Yep. And so him and I went through that. We've had like 3 different playthroughs of this game, including the DLC packs and shit like that. Really fun. And then on our most recent run, we actually went for a really cool class system. So he had me main Siren this time around, which essentially is like he had me make a healing build because Dylan, he's basically like a glass cannon, Psycho, right? So like he takes a shit ton of damage, like he can down really easily. But he can deal a lot of damage the lower his health gets. So he has me healing him constantly as we're just going through the game. And it was really smart. And we managed to do New Game Plus and True Bolt Hunter mode and all that stuff with that build. It was fucking awesome. I love Borderlands 2. That's my favorite Borderlands game. Anyways, D'Angelo.
This is your 2012 pick.
My 2012 pick is a pick that has made every big YouTuber of the time bawl their eyes out. The Walking Dead Season 1 by Telltale Games.
I streamed that.
Unfortunately, we're not there. You streamed that.
I did.
You cried then. Come on.
I might have. I might have.
This is a legendary game. It was a new type of stylized game at the time.
A new take on adventure game.
Yes. That was really the first big choose your own adventure type game.
Did it well.
It carried an entire company.
Kind of.
It did. It did carry the entire company, and it was done well. I've replayed this game to the point where I think I've chosen every possible combination of choices.
For real?
I've played this game. No, not for real. There are like a million.
Okay, no.
choices.
I don't mean like, oh, you went through every dialogue option. I meant like you went through like every major choice that they count at the end of like their statistics or whatever.
Yeah. I've
Like you saw Lee get bit, and then you saw him get shot, and then you saw Clementine spare him. Oh, you
Like,
saw thing.
like I replayed it and I choose different options.
And I'd like to point out, The Walking Dead Season 1 is probably the only Telltale game I actually bought the whole season pass for.
You, for real?
Yeah.
In fact, I've never bought the season pass for any of the Telltale games.
Fun fact,
That's
I bought the season pass for every Telltale game that I own.
Well, actually, no, correction. And we'll get to it later.
But here's the thing. Walking Dead Season 1, I bought that game twice. Wow, I got a bad habit of this.
I bought it 3 times.
Ooh!
Aye.
Alright.
I got a terrible habit, actually. You wanna know why?
Why?
I have The Wolf Among Us for PC, mobile, and
Four
PlayStation
times
3.
I actually bought this. I completely forgot about the PS Vita.
What? Wait, what?
I bought Season 1 on the PS Vita.
What? I wasn't even aware there was a
Yes.
port.
Scottish man had a Vita?
Yeah. I used it for like a month.
I'm pogging.
I've never bought a season pass for any of the Telltale games.
So you only played like the first episodes of each game, then bounced?
Basically, yeah. Except for Wolf Among Us, because I played that at Zach's. It was fun. It was a good game.
That's a good game.
Still, I think that one is my favorite.
My
The
favorite,
Wolf Among Us.
my favorite Telltale game is actually Tales from the Borderlands, but that's just me.
I'd like to point out Gavin never finished Game of Thrones, and he gave that copy away.
I did, because it's not a good game. It's not a good game.
Yeah. Telltale The Walking Thrones? That's not right.
Yeah!
The Walking Thrones. To be fair, I never watched Game of Thrones, so I wouldn't know.
And the fucked up thing is,
Never have. I've heard it's bad.
I actually started streaming that game before I got into the show, so that did not help me at all. So, yeah. The show is really good. Only watch the first 5 to 6 seasons, that's my opinion.
Yeah. First 6 seasons or go ahead. Leave 7 and 8. Don't go that far.
You just start reading the books or something.
Start reading the book.
Please,
Just
alright.
save us all the disparity. Also, since we're talking about The Walking Dead, and I'd like to point out The Walking Dead Season 4 was very good. That made me cry.
I actually fell off The Walking Dead after season 3, so...
Season 4 is the best season of The Walking Dead. The show.
Yes, it is.
Oh, the show? Okay, I thought we were still talking about the game, okay.
I'm talking about the
At
game.
least it's not season 2.
Season 3 is the worst one.
Yeah, agreed. You don't play as either Clementine or you play as Kevin Javier, whatever his name is.
No, you got it.
Season 3 is a pretty weak point for the game, yeah.
The New Frontier sucked.
Okay, if I had to create a list on the best Telltale one.
Fuck you, wanna have a Telltale podcast sometime?
Okay, if I had to make a list for the best Walking Dead Telltale games, I'd say Season 2 is top tier.
No! Hard disagree.
Why do you disagree?
Because Season 1 exists.
Then Season 1.
Obviously 1, 2, 4.
And then in Season 4, but Season 4 did make me cry at the end. Then Season 3 at the bottom.
Just flip around Season 1 and 2 and you essentially have my list.
No. You're not. I'm not being like you, Gavin. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to have constant internet drops.
Alrighty. Well, moving on to the next game that we can talk about. I have no segue for this.
Another game stolen from Gavin.
Nah, this wasn't stolen from me. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I more stole this from D'Angelo than anyone.
Yeah, you stole this from me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. Black Ops.
You also stole it from me.
You took.
But I was giving it to you first.
I only stole Black Ops 2 because you stole Borderlands 2. Anyways. So Black Ops 2. Essentially, we already talked about Black Ops 1. Now imagine what we talked about Black Ops 1, but even better. Maybe not campaign-wise. Maybe not campaign-wise.
Yes. Campaign-wise, it was alright, I guess.
Right. It was still pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I also
like
point out Cartoon was attacked one time, and it was and while it was airing, guess what? Gameplay footage of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was showing when it was hacked.
On my shoulders, makes me happy.
What is going on?
Adam, what are you doing?
He disappeared.
Anyway, well, Black Ops 2, campaign-wise, is alright. It was going for a continuation of the choose-your-own-adventure format, which I don't know what is canon and what's not for that, so,
And even then, the options were very minimalist.
I don't know, the endings were the big thing that got impacted.
And like, the options, like, weren't always like, it wasn't like every level you had to make a decision. It was just like, it was like every other, like every couple options.
Were you talking about the upgrade system?
And, wait, what upgrade system? Black Ops 2?
Oh, you
Like, like if after you do a campaign mission, the game offers you a chance to upgrade your abilities. I felt
I
like
don't remember the deal
Yeah.
What I do remember more of is the multiplayer and the zombies. That's the strong suit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, those are two strong
That's where the
suits of that.
strongest point is.
The multiplayer,
I think the zombies isn't very much multiplayer.
well, here's the thing about the multiplayer. Imagine Black Ops 1's balanced multiplayer mixed with some really good maps and some of the chaotic energy of Modern Warfare 2. That is Black Ops 2 multiplayer right there.
It's fantastic.
Accurate.
It's really fucking good. That's the multiplayer in Call of Duty that I've personally invested the most amount of time in.
I want a BO2 remaster.
Same.
So bad.
We all do. Why the frick is it still $60 on Steam?
Fun fact, I actually shelled out that $60.
You realize you can just level plutonium BO2 for free. And it's probably not illegal. I don't think it is. Probably.
Is my man D'Angelo a pirate too?
Yard.
Yark.
Yar, you are a pirate.
So what I'm multiplayer wise is really good. Zombie wise is a mixed bag.
Love it. I love every map, except for Origins. Yeah, Die Rise is mad.
Transit's bad. Die Rise is bad. But everything else is good.
Yes.
Well, like Origins. I feel like it was made with story in mind and not a lot of gameplay.
Yeah.
The mud sucks. That's literally the only
mud
thing.
sucks.
The mud in the map.
Easter egg is way too long.
Yeah, it does have
More.
Stabs are cool.
There's so much you have to do.
Stabs are cool though.
Stabs are cool.
Stabs are cool, I guess.
And
Crazy
you-
places.
Crazy places, crazy.
My favorite map from BO2 is Mob of the Dead, so like
Gavin, I hope you're gonna be sharing these things that me and D'Angelo are doing
Maybe.
on the credits of the credits though,
You know what? I might just do that.
You might want to show a compilation of me being created because of your internet.
Anyways, speaking of internet, did you guys have any weird experiences with BO2 like network or anything like that?
Nothing. Also, the one thing I hate about BO2 on PC is you always have to be connected to play zombie solo.
rip.
The connection issue you might be getting is every Tuesday, Black Ops 2 servers reset. And everyone gets kicked off online.
So don't play BO2 online on Tuesday.
That is
Play it on
PC.
Well, you guys already know
so-
what's up with BO2. It's a great game. So let's keep moving.
Okay, next topic. Let's see.
Well, it's your game.
Gavin.
My game. I stole this game from Gavin.
Oh yeah, fuck you did.
It's called Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance.
Okay,
So, when I was younger, I had a 3DS, and since I was still new to this whole internet, shopping thing on my 3DS, and then I was looking through the demo section because free demos, am I right, fellas? I know you've been guilty of downloading demos.
Hell yeah.
I know you're all guilty of this.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Final Fantasy
Did it?
VII remake
I am.
demo and other streaming remake demo. And Melody Memory demo. There you go.
And then, as I was going through the demos, I found this one in particular called the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance 3D demo. And I downloaded that thing on my 3DS, and I gotta say, I really loved it.
Did you play the actual game?
I did eventually get the actual game, but I never completed it because of one thing that happened. Okay, so there was this girl that went to the same school as I did. Not saying the name.
Oh, your DS.
No, they didn't steal my 3DS.
Okay.
They know I had a copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, not Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, and they were like, "Hey, can I borrow it?" And I was like, "Sure, what's the worst that can happen?"
You never got it back.
Yep. But I will say though, I got even though I did get screwed out of a Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance copy, at least I got to keep the Kingdom Hearts 358/2 manga she let it to me.
That's true. You know what? That's worth it. That manga's really good. But so I guess I can comment on Dream Drop Distance real quick. I remember seeing commercials for it when I was younger. I was on vacation with my fam at the time, and I was like, "Whoa! New Kingdom Hearts game!" And then I got the new Kingdom Hearts game on the 3DS. I bought a 3DS just for that. Wow, I see a pattern going here. And then I owned Dream Drop Distance, beat it on my 3DS, because I actually like beating my game. And essentially, it's Birth by Sleep combat mixed with a Pokemon pet simulator, and the enemies actually stagger this time with new parkour features that bring the game. Really fun! Story introduces time travel, so that's fun too. And
It was a fever dream for me when I played it.
it's a fever dream! Also, it has some of the most creative worlds in the Kingdom Hearts series. And Symphony of Sorcery.
And the most diverse. I really do like the worlds.
Exactly. You go from Hunchback of Notre Dame to Tron Legacy to Pinocchio to the Three Musketeers. It's really good. D'Angelo's lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a really good game, and the drop system, although flawed, is a really good idea to drop between Sora and Riku and blah blah blah. Story-wise,
Got me not.
Story-wise, it's a very mixed bag. Like I said, it gets complicated on the first playthrough. We save a lot of that for the end game. Where it's like, oh, we're gonna drop a bunch of plot bombs on you. But upon replaying it and after Kingdom Hearts 3, it holds up pretty well, and it's a pretty good setup for Kingdom Hearts 3. Moving on, Adam, 2013, start us off.
So, this one, I played at Zach's, but it wasn't the original, that being Last of Us 2. Not Last of Us 2, the original Last
Wait, hold on. Isn't D'Angelo doing The Last of Us?
I had The Last of Us.
Oh no.
Do Pokemon.
I didn't realize. Alright, fine. Pokemon X and Y. So I got this, like, Pokemon X and Y. I got this game about 2 years ago for my birthday. Actually, no. Probably. It was a little while ago. It was for my birthday, I think. I didn't get it with my DS. The game I got with my DS was Omega Ruby Apple Sapphire. And actually, yeah, I can talk about Omega Ruby Apple Sapphire instead. So I got that with my birthday with my 2DS because I didn't get a 3DS because I had glasses, so I didn't need the 3D feature. Emerald, I played Emerald a long time ago, so being able to play my favorite generation of Pokemon, Gen 3, was amazing. I don't really have much to say except it was an alright game. Seeing Mega Evolution Pokemon, some of my favorite Pokemon was really cool, and all that.
Gigantamaxing in Aloha form sucks. Just stick with Mega Evolution anyway.
Yep. Best gimmick. One game has is Mega Evolution.
I don't really have much to comment on it. X and Y had a good anime Pokemon. Ash got character.
It did.
Had a good theme song too. I like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys got anything you want to talk about with this? No?
What?
You got anything
I
you
can
want to talk
Pokemon X.
Okay, go for it then.
Okay, I played Pokemon X on my 3DS. It was Black 3DS. I remember playing it, and then after playing it, I kind of was like, I did not like this one as much as I thought I was gonna like it.
Neat.
Like, I know I played Pokemon in Black and White version. I know I played that one, but
No, Colin would love you.
You like Gen 5? Black and White.
Yeah, Colin loves Gen 5. If you look back at the Socks Off Episode 3 comment section, he like left a comment saying something like, disliking Black and White couldn't be me. Something like that.
Black and White was not that good.
Damn.
I still don't think.
I played White version too. I know that one.
You like it more than Gen 6?
Anyways, so moving on, D'Angelo, you want to talk about The Last of Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only 2013 game that I actually played and liked.
Go for it.
It was a really cool game and a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like the whole core thing. Quite cool.
I just realized, does all of D'Angelo's games involve zombies?
Well, don't
figure that
really
out.
so much.
Like, so far, you've done...
You did. Almost all of them did.
Yeah, you did The Walking Dead, you did Black Ops, and now you're doing The Last of Us.
Minecraft has
And
zombies.
Minecraft!
It counts.
It counts!
Okay.
What do you like about The Last of Us, D'Angelo?
Well, I'm going to talk more about the whole idea of the zombies thing. I like zombies. I like zombies.
A lot.
Yeah. Then there's also the fact that I like Ashley Johnson. I watch her in Critical Role. She plays Ellie, if you don't know.
Right.
It's been a very long time since I'm trying to remember specific story beats, but I'm struggling. So this might be a rather short segment.
I mean, I have
Sorry,
something I can compensate
I
too.
can talk here as well.
Adam, you want to compensate?
So, I think this game deserved all of its praise. Not Last of Us 2, Last of Us 1 deserved all of its praise it got. Like, some of the gameplay was kind of flawed, yes, but like the soundtrack, the whole concept, the story was pretty strong. The idea that it's an apocalypse, so you have to like actually like scavenge for items. You have to scavenge for like ammo and items to build new weapons and stuff, that's so cool, especially since you have to deal with these clickers and all those and like all the zombie types. I don't remember half of them.
Clickers,
like
bloaters, freaking
loaders.
Shit.
No, there's,
runners,
like,
runners. It's like runners or something, right?
Runners. Yeah. Also, Joel and I can't remember her name.
Ellie.
Ellie, yep. Though, like that pair is so iconic.
I think it's Troy Baker's best role.
What do you have to say about this game, Gavin?
I bought it twice.
I have on The Last of Us.
I bought it once for the PS3 when it came out, and then when I bought my PS4, it actually came with my PS4, the remastered version. Then I streamed it on the channel, and yeah, now I'm here. I like the game. It's really nice. The multiplayer sucks. No one talks about it, but the campaign itself is really good. The story is one of the best. It felt like Naughty Dog wanted to make a movie, an interactive movie, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, the gameplay is nothing too much to write home about. It's really good. It's like apocalyptic Uncharted, kind of. But, that's actually exactly what that is. But story-wise, that's where this game's strong suit lies. And it told a story.
Actually, I think I almost cried during this game. Like, this is one of the few games I actually almost cried during.
I cried during this game.
My playthrough.
How about you, D'Angelo? Did you cry while playing?
Don't believe I did.
Damn it! Well, I cried while playing through this game. The ending left me with such a gut-punched feeling. Like, if the Last of Us series were to end right there, it shouldn't even be a series. If it were to just end right there, that'd be great, because that'd be like... It'd be like, wow, do you think Joel's action was right? Like, did he take the right course of action there? You don't know. Because it's such a morally gray thing. That's what this game is. Like, no one is exactly good or bad. They're just surviving. And it's really good.
Then Last of Us 2 happened.
Anyway, speaking of disappointment, I guess it's my turn.
Go ahead.
I have segues. Actually, this game's really good. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. If we're going to talk about another Sony IP. Alright, I ranted about...
That's not the best one. That's not the best one.
It's not the best Sly Cooper game by a long shot, but it's the only Sly Cooper game released in this decade, so leave me alone. Alright, so Sly Cooper Thieves in Time is essentially... Sucker Punch is like, aight, we're out with the Sly Cooper series. We're done. I ain't doing this anymore. We're gonna go work on Infamous. That seems cool. So Sony was like, hey, Sanzaru Games, you guys seem pretty neat. Do you guys want to develop a Sly Cooper game? Because you guys worked on the 2010 collection port. And they were like, yeah! And so they made a Sly Cooper 4, which is just Thieves in Time. The visuals in that game are fucking great. Alright, I just want to talk about this real quick. Like, it's not hyper-realistic or anything like that, but the environments look beautiful, and it still fits his Sly Cooper style. Like, it still feels like a Saturday morning cartoon, almost, you know? Ah, man. And even though the episodes are kind of shorter compared to some of the previous entries in that series, like episode 5 especially. Actually, no, episode 6 actually, because that's like that's like nothing but quick time events and recap shit. I don't know, man. It's just it ended on a cliffhanger. All right, I feel like I want to talk about this more. It ended on a cliffhanger. There's been no new Sly Cooper games since. No updates, no comics, no DLC, nothing. The only thing we've gotten within the past decade after Sly 4 was a canceled movie/animated series and a plushie that released in 2019. And the Sly Cooper series is practically dead, and that makes me sad.
Oh.
And if isn't that the one where you go back in time?
Yes.
Yeah, do time travel to find the other
ancestors. Exactly. Each ancestor has their own gameplay styles. You got Rio Richie Cooper with his super jump, spiral jump, ninja spiral jump. You got you got Kid Cooper, or whatever his name is. He had a gun. That's his gimmick. He had a gun.
But I like the fact that you can tell kind of like who your ancestors are gonna be by the place that you were sent to.
Exactly. And honestly,
I think it's just such a cool idea. And also, the story itself is actually not that bad. It's like not hard to follow at all.
It's really good. And honestly, a lot of people have problems with Sly 4's writing. But honestly, for a new staff writing the series and just picking up where Sucker Punch left off, it ended pretty good. Well, it didn't end good, but it was written well. You know, they thought they were going to have more content because, you know, Sly 4 only sold 500,000 copies between PS3 and Vita. And I think Sony should just port the Sly Cooper series on PS4 or PS5. That's really what they need to do. Just give it like a Jak and Daxter treatment. Port those games and let them sell.
Or Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank! Oh, listen, Ratchet and Clank is far from suffering, alright?
Jak and Daxter love.
Yeah.
At least Jak and Daxter got a PS4 port.
Exactly, they got PS4 ports. Sly doesn't even get that.
I wonder if it's a studio that's refusing to give the rights to Sony to do that.
No, it's not the studio, because Sucker Punch is more than willing to work with Sony. They're the guy that did the Ghost of Tsushima.
I mean, that is true. That is very true. The Ghost of Tsushima is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. And I don't have anything more to say about
What is your 2013 pick?
It's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Hell yeah.
I have a story to tell with this one.
Go for it.
I have a tale to tell. So, my stepmom and my dad actually he went to this one church and they offered something for the teens, which was before the service they had the teens go to this room and they got to play like games. They had an Xbox 360 there, and they had Halo. They even had Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, aka the game I'm talking about right now.
And so you played it at that church thing?
And the thing is, though, at that time, I didn't know what I was playing, and I loved it.
You played an awesome crossover game. That's what you played.
And then, many years later, I was like, I wonder whatever happened to that game I liked when I was younger. And so I started looking into it because, you know, I know it had Marvel characters in it. And then I didn't know those were Capcom characters.
But it's Marvel vs. Cap. Actually, I'm noticing a pattern with how you experience games, Noir. You play them briefly while you're younger, pick them up later in life, and then enjoy them. That's what I'm noticing.
Yeah, that's kind of most of my picks, actually.
My trend is I buy games multiple times.
I mean, I'd like to point out I own Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for both PC and PS4. I'd like to point out.
I don't think I have a pattern, honestly.
D'Angelo has zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, I have to be going in a little bit, so I have to kind of make it quick on on my stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna elaborate. We're gonna elaborate. Here's what we're gonna do, because Noir has to go to work in an hour, I think, right?
Less than an hour, actually.
Less than an hour. So what we're gonna do from Noir right now is just speed run his section. Like, he's gonna go into depth on his stuff. We're gonna comment on it. Blah blah blah. I enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I bought it for PS3 when I was younger. Then I never owned it.
If I remember correctly, I played a lot, or I mostly played with Rocket Raccoon on my team, if I remember correctly.
Neat.
When I was a kid, anyway.
You know, Phoenix
Okay,
Wright
now
in
the
it.
next game, yeah, that's one I didn't. This one, 2014, I really had a hard time picking.
We all did.
Then I noticed that Watch Dogs came up on that day. But funny story, I never really played Watch Dogs until like 2020 or 2019.
What do you know? It follows your pattern.
Yeah, I had a PlayStation 3, and I was like, what games should I get? And then when I had funny story, when I had my PlayStation 3, when I bought my PlayStation 3, it actually came with it. Because I bought it through a used vendor, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I don't have any experience
with it. I was like, hey, I might as well play it. And then turns out I actually like that GTA clone. And in the story writing, it's kind of mad. I kind of hate Aiden, but it's whatever. I tolerate the story.
Did anyone have any opinions on Watch Dogs before we moved on to the next one?
I played it.
I never played it.
Same. Never played it.
Okay, the next is Yoshi Woolly World. Okay, the Yoshi Woolly World in particular, I had the game. It's just that I picked it up a couple times, put it down a bit, and I was like, yeah, this game just really isn't for me. But the thing is, though, I had a hard time picking the 2015 pick because someone screwed me over on that. Wait, no, this is, yeah, that's essentially why I had a hard time picking my 2015 pick, essentially.
I feel like took Arkham Knight. What happened?
Okay, the next was Batman Telltale Series. Oh wait, I forgot to ask for opinions on that Woolly World. Anyone's got opinions on Woolly World?
Nope.
Never.
The next is Batman the Telltale Series Season 1. Batman the Telltale Series 1, if I had to name my favorite Telltale game, it was Batman Telltale Season 1. The second following to that is Back to the Future, the game. And even though Back to the Future, the game, did not really have the same intricacy of Batman Telltale, like any of the modern Telltale games. Like what I mean by the intricacies is that literally in the Back to the Future or Telltale game, your choices were like this, essentially. Essentially, your choices did not really matter. It's only the one choice that's actually the story.
Batman the Telltale...
That's essentially what... I'm talking about Back to the Future, the game. That's the, intricacy that's different from it.
Well, I mean, that was because that game came out before. We talked about this earlier, but The Walking Dead essentially carried Telltale, the company. So they just copy and pasted that format onto all their future titles.
But with different stories, of course.
And let, half the decisions you make slip through the cracks and you would end up with repeated dialogue, so...
Yeah, they started just mass-producing them like hotcakes, and some of them were great, some of them were misses, Telltale flopped, sadly.
He made history in that game.
It's got on games now working under the Walking Dead license of it.
But one thing I do...
Well, Telltale's actually back, but, not as, back as, they were.
I mean, I hope they have better business practices if they're going to come back.
Because they came back and they have some of their games back on Steam. Like, one of their oldest titles that I can think of is, the Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures.
Which again was another Telltale game that was pre-Walking Dead. There's like two different eras.
Yes. Essentially, the pre-Walking Dead games were brought back. Because the Walking Dead games, they were republished by Skybound.
I didn't even notice that. Huh.
They were.
I want to point out when Gavin finished Batman Telltale, we did make history and we got 0% on
one of our choices.
Catwoman.
No, it was
on one of our
Quinn.
choices, we got
Quinn.
0%.
Yeah, we have
0% on who?
Quinn.
We made some kind of choice that resulted in 0% of players made this choice. We have it on the channel. Go to the end of the Batman Telltale series second season or whatever the hell it is. We made history with that fucking stream.
Like no one literally chose to
do what we did.
What?
I believe we what was it? I think we let her free or something, or like.
I think we told her that we're gonna.
We told her that if.
I think we told her like, listen, Quinn, we're gonna stick to our justice and blah blah blah.
Our cause is just.
Exactly. So we got 0%.
Wow.
You get
this
what?
was before Telltale shut down. Keep in mind.
Yep, we streamed both games on the channel. Really fun games. Like them. Batman's really nice.
And now for time for things to get kind of ragey a bit for my next entry.
Mm-hmm.
I snagged this one from Gavin because I love this game as much as he does.
No.
I really do, actually.
Explain yourself.
It's Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Okay, so I never really played Crash Bandicoot before, or like the thing, like a real Crash Bandicoot game. The other Crash Bandicoot game I played in my time when I was younger.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like, I think
Maybe
we overexerted.
maybe it's because we played it so many times that, you know, it kind of burned you out.
Exactly. Like, I still enjoy the game. I think it's a really fun party game. But, I don't know, I just feel burnt out on it at the moment.
Okay, then my next entry on the list is gonna get very steamy.
Stop it with the segue. Oh, it's Catherine.
It's Catherine Full Body. Okay, so my history with this is actually, I've heard about this game before, but never really played it because of the one thing alone, which is the Gavin, Adam, why are you both muted?
Muted for a reason.
Gavin, unmute. We need to talk about this. Alright, so I'm just gonna continue going. Okay, so when it was 2013, I saw this on the shelves. I just didn't really think much of it because, you know, I was very young at that time, and yeah. So then later, I came across it because, you know, it was made by the same team that made Persona 5. And when I played it, I did have my moments with it, and I really enjoyed the puzzle platforming of it. But the story-wise, kind of weirds me out, but, you know, other than that, I actually like the idea of this puzzler platform. Anyone got any comments?
Joker's in it, and I bought Full Body. I
Haven't played it.
Haven't played it yet, but I bought it.
Haven't played it nor watched anything about it. It looks alright. It's cool that we have Persona 5 characters in it, though.
Yeah, for like.
And then my next and final entry for 2020, it's definitely gonna be a big controversy one with the two people that know about this controversy.
Yeah, no.
AKA Gavin and Adam.
No, D'Angelo totally hit on it.
Yeah, most of this list, I've just been lost.
Yeah.
And finally, then my final entry for this list is Persona 5 Scramble.
No spoilers.
I won't spoil any of the game, don't worry. I honestly did not really. I was waiting for the Western announcement, and one day, and then I was like I was waiting for it ever since it released in Japan, and then it never happened until very late in 2020.
Yep, but days before that, that man bought the Japanese release.
No, Gavin, shut up. This is my story.
You're taking
a few days before I given up hope that it was coming. So I had a Japanese eShop account already on my Switch. I just didn't know how to get the yen on there. Then I started looking into it and found a way to get yen onto my Switch. And then I bought it.
And then days later,
a week later,
an English version of the game got announced.
And he was just like, and mind you, this man was just like, it's never coming out, guys. No, listen, I'm giving up hope on it. It's not coming. Literally a few days later, they put down the English announcement trailer. Boom.
And the reason why I let this one slide is because he played the Japanese version that came out before 2020, so therefore it's fine.
Yeah.
And plus, this is the Japanese version as well.
Exactly. As of this podcast recording session, and probably when it's published, Scramble probably won't be out, so,
I believe we have a date.
It's Strikers in the US.
Yeah, it is actually called Strikers, the localization.
It's called, I can call it Persona 5 Scramble because, you know, that's what it's called in the, you know, Japan.
I am in Japan.
And I'll definitely say, from my experience of playing with it, it's pretty fun. Even though half the time I don't know what it's saying, but half the time I do know what it's saying some of the time.
Oh no, you only like pick up certain words, like, oh, Ryuji said blank words I recognize. Cool, this might be like this. They're talking about this.
For real, that might be for real.
Yeah.
And then I also know, I can also tell by how the characters feel by the way they're talking in their voices as well.
Well, you can tell tone, but you can't tell what they're talking about.
But the thing is, though, I can also translate some Japanese.
Not
Like
enough.
our first target, I can translate like their name.
Well, you can. I don't.
Let me say it.
I don't think here's the thing about how
No.
you experience
You
it.
know, it'd be kind of pointless since the first target was already announced in English.
I mean, it's like Alice or something.
Just looked out the window.
Yeah, it's Alice.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about how you experience Scramble. I don't think you experienced the full thing because you did not.
I haven't experienced the whole game, but the thing is, though, it's just that, and I do enjoy this game. Don't get me wrong on that. It's just that half the time I don't know what it's telling me to do.
Exactly, and that's the problem. You didn't get to.
But the thing is, though, I'm enjoying the Dynasty Warrior plus Persona combat, though.
Yes, exactly. But here's the thing: you don't really get to enjoy the story, which is like half of the Persona experience.
But it's still fun to just go around beating up shadows left and right.
I don't know. I think you kind of just spoiled yourself in terms of like getting the game experience.
To be fair here, let me be fair here. I did feel I was at loss of hope for
Adults are basically just children with.
Also, Adam, you got some background noise there. Thank you.
Essentially, I had a loss of hope for what if it was coming or not.
Poor D'Angelo.
So that's
He's
why
so lost.
I bought it.
Yep, and literally.
Yeah, I'm just sort of.
Yeah. Honestly.
But the thing is, though, I am enjoying the game. Don't get me wrong on that.
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy it even more in February.
If hopefully someone, aka, I'm not gonna say it because peace out, Noir out. I gotta get going.
Oh yeah, you're actually leaving the podcast episode, huh?
Yes, I have to because I have to get ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
I have to shower up and everything.
Well,
Quickly,
and look presentable.
I do have one question.
Yes.
Out of this decade, what was your all-time favorite game? It doesn't have to be out of your list. It doesn't have. It can be from one of our lists. What do you think is your favorite game from this decade? And I want everyone to answer this when the time comes.
Oh, you good?
I'd say my favorite all-time decade game
of 2010.
That's a very tough one. I'd say I'm debating between either
one.
I'm really debating between Persona 4 Golden and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hey.
I'm debating between those two.
What a good guy. All right.
I think if I had to be honest, Persona 4 Golden to be more specific, and that was the 2012 game, by the way.
Why didn't that not make your 2012 pick then?
Hey, Batman, not Batman. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance hold a special place. Okay.
You didn't even beat that game. Get out of here.
All right, bye everyone. Peace out. Noir out. Subscribe to G-Meister. I'm shilling out my channel. Subscribe to Noir. Subscribe to D'Angelo. Subscribe to Adam. I'm out. Goodbye.
Finally, he's gone.
Oh,
I know, right?
We okay, so we're on 2014.
Yeah, guys. In case you guys couldn't. Oh wait, before we jump into that, in case you guys couldn't tell while watching the episode, Noir has to go to work. That's why we had to just stream, just rerun his fucking
list, all that. So my 2014 pick is Shovel Knight, which I got recently, like last 2 months ago.
You're welcome.
And I've been playing it. You, Gavin. I've been playing it since then. At least I've been trying to. Shovel Knight is actually really hard for me because I have to. It's a platformer, and I'm not that good at platformers. So, but its soundtrack pops. Its characters are actually really cool. Shovel Knight is a really fun character. I would love to see him in Smash.
He is in Smash. He's in a fifth trophy.
And playable. 2014 was a year, and the games from 2014 weren't the greatest.
No,
I think
they
we all
aren't.
agreed there. I think like the worst year out of 20 for video games is out of 20 the decade was 2014.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You, D'Angelo, do you think that's true?
Yeah, 2014 was tough.
It was awful. I had to like, well, it was such a bad year. There was like nothing that came out that I really liked.
Yeah. So, D'Angelo, what was your 2014 pick?
My 2014 pick was WWE 2K15. Reality is probably the weakest WWE game, but it was my favorite game of that year.
It makes sense. Like, look how hard he had to dig just to find a game in 2014.
Same.
Yeah.
Do you really have anything else to really talk about for this game, or?
Well, I mean, the WWE series is awesome. I've played pretty much every one since 2010.
Hey,
Story. If you're
I think
look
the one I played. Oh, my bad.
2K17.
The one that
This is a fact.
the only one I played was I think it was like 2000 WWE 2006 Raw versus SmackDown. I think that's what it was called or something like that. And wow, like it was like really like that was like the only WWE game that I played. But it was fun because like it was 2 players, so you could and also you could make your own fighter and all that. So I think it was like really fun.
So that's the game that said
Gavin, what was your 2014 bad?
I had a dig for this. So I played this game years after 2014, but South Park: The Stick of Truth is a fun RPG. It's a very if you know what you guys know what South Park is, right? So like, it's essentially a South Park episode if it was a fucking RPG. That's literally what it is. It plays on the RPG tropes. It makes fun of it. It's very self-aware. It's a really funny game. The combat is very stiff though, like the actual combat of the game. But the exploration and the side quests is in the the quote-unquote storytelling, like is like where the game's strong suits are. Like I actually prefer the side quests of Stick of Truth over Fractured Butthole. That's my opinion. I think as an overall game, it has more content, but Fractured Butthole has a better combat system. That's actually what I'm thinking here. I don't know. But I enjoyed both games.
I haven't played either or watched the show.
You have not watched South Park?
Don't like the show.
I don't really like the show either, but the 2 games that I played from it were pretty fun. Stick of Truth actually came free with my Fractured Butthole copy, so I just wound up playing both.
I haven't played either of them because one, I'm not a big South Park fan, so it's just like, South Park characters and video game, oh cool. And also 2, I just don't think they're worth my time personally.
Yeah, it's a really fun RPG game it's a good spoof on RPG games. Like the combat is stiff, but the writing is funny. Blah blah blah. Summonings are cool. It's an alright game. I wouldn't recommend it as anyone's first RPG, but if you like South Park, I don't know, maybe that's a good gateway into the genre. Maybe.
So what's funny is bad guys. So what's funny for my 2015 pick, I had an easier time finding than my 2014 pick. And my 2014 and 2015 pick was Undertale. I played this game very briefly. I don't remember exactly when or where, but I just remember playing it very briefly. I don't think I got too far in. I think I got to like Hotlands. Like I got to there and then I had to stop. But like the characters, the world, Toby Fox, this game, all like Undertale is easily like top 10 game. Like I liked everything that the game had. I liked the combat. The combat was very simple, easy to learn. The characters, pretty much all of them are lovable. The world is very simplistic, but very diverse in where its locations you can travel to are, and all that. Its story, super long, super convoluted, but awesome.
It just has feel-good vibes.
Especially since this game was basically made by one guy. That amount. This game was pretty much made by one guy, which is Toby Fox.
Yeah.
And, like, he didn't go above and beyond. Like, he didn't make it, like... well... But it's not to the point where, like, you can put yourself into every single character.
I see.
So, D'Angelo, what was your...
Oh, wait. We're not commenting on Undertale? Okay.
Okay, do you guys want to say anything? Really? If you like RPGs, I would recommend, but, like, no, that's not really what your style is.
I think it's like another... It's not exactly a spoof on the RPG genre, it's just a different take on it. It takes its tropes, gameplay-wise, from the RPG genre, and just flips them on their head and makes you feel morally bad about killing monsters. That's what it does.
Yeah.
It's a very big game. Like, it's one of those indies that took the world by storm, like FNAF and, you know, Slender Man and all that different jazz. It's one of those games.
Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight, yep.
Yeah.
Like, so much so that it got a Mii costume in Smash Bros. Funny Sandsman.
Funny Sandsman.
Yeah, honestly...
Apparently the story behind Sans being in Smash is one day Toby Fox went to Sakurai. He's like, hey, one day I'm gonna fight you, and if I win, the Sans game.
Excuse me.
Good.
Yep. So, D'Angelo.
Anything else you want to say about this game?
Nope. D'Angelo, you can go ahead.
Okay, so my 2015 pick is a game that I played from the moment I got it up until now. That's Black Ops 3.
My man!
The multiplayer sucks, the campaign sucks even worse.
Yep.
But the one factor of this game, which is, if not the best, the second best of the entire Treyarch series, is the zombies.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh, it was so good.
No! It's so good! Okay, yes.
Oh no.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
The Rising Draka is Origins...
But good!
Light. It's Origins, but good.
That's exactly what it is!
Yeah. I prefer the bows to the staffs. I don't even care which bow I get. They're all cool. I'm usually the one who ends up with the bow, the wolf bow. And then there's Zetsubo, honestly, for me, was a lonely action. But Garod Krovi, oh, that was a poggers map.
Dude, that
I skipped it.
on launch, that was my favorite map.
Rod Krovi's story is super sad too.
What?
Well, at least like the Easter egg version being like the older Nikolai.
It is pretty sad. All of Black Ops 3's maps, all the way up until, I'd like to say, Revelations, were really good.
I didn't like Revelations. Revelations and Zetsubo were kind of lulls in the action for me.
I think I've grown to appreciate Zetsubo more, but Revelations, the more I play it, the more I'm just like, eh.
Revelations is what map?
It's basically the
The
conglomerate
amalgamation
map.
of them all.
Yeah.
I think it was a cool idea. I think it was just poorly executed, I think.
I agree, and it doesn't really help that Zombie Chronicles was a thing after Revelation, so we can just play those maps on their own, on the same game.
Yeah, Zombies Chronicles, 2 years after the release of the game, that's 2 Call of Duties afterwards, was the highest selling DLC of the year. And for good reason. Those are some of the best remasters in Call of Duty history.
I have to agree.
So
There's a reason why people want Zombie Chronicles 2. There's a reason why Treyarch was just like, took in the unfortunate direction of, wow, people like re-release maps. Let's do a reimagining for BL4, but, you know, that's besides the point.
Yeah, Gordkrove was the last original map in the Ether story.
Yep, completely original. No reimagining, no conglomerate, nothing. It was the last original map, and after that it was just chaos in terms of originality.
Yeah, and that just wasn't very good.
Honestly though, BO3, that's my personal favorite Call of Duty game, and just for zombies. That's all I played.
Yeah, same.
Like, I don't know.
You going?
No, I'm gonna keep going. Shadows of Evil is really good. It's really good. People just gotta play it more.
I disagree. Shadows of Evil sucks. The Giant is really good though.
I do agree with you there. Oh my goodness. Zombie Chronicles. And here's the thing, despite it having microtransactions, like with the Gobblegum, it didn't feel forced down my throat.
No, it didn't. And you got so many Gobblegums just from playing the game, you didn't need to pay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it was a fine line. Black Ops 3 was the fine line of innovating in terms of, like, the zombie gameplay style without actually taking away from what made zombies really good in the first place. You know, BO4 was filled with innovation. Like, the class system, the choose your own perks, the specialist weapons, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't. But it felt like it took away some what made zombies like zombies. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
BO3 was a fine line, and honestly, it's amazing. I just love it. And
So
speaking of things,
I do need to say this.
What's up, Adam?
So the only time I've played Black Ops 3 was on the Xbox 360.
Oh!
I feel it. I had this game on PS3. I have 3 copies in the PS4, 4 copies in the PS4, and I have a copy on my PC. That's 6.
So, D'Angelo, you just fucking pulled a me and bought that game a million times.
Yep.
I actually own, believe it or not, I only own 1 copy of that game. It's for my PS4. Yeah, no, I love BO3. I don't have anything else to say about it. Do you guys?
Nope, I do remember all the the stupid glitches that the original game, that it had on the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Last Gen Richtoff and Bottom Text. So moving on to one game that personally means a lot to me. Batman Arkham Knight. This was the game that made me go to next gen. From 2013 to 14, I was still playing PS3. I was still on last gen. But when Arkham Knight came out, I finally made the leap to next gen to play that game. And honestly, as a finale of the Arkham series, I know some people are disappointed by it. Some people say there's too much Batmobile. Some people, you know, don't really like some of the narrative writing choices, thingamabobbers. I loved it all! Maybe it's a little bit less Batmobile, but you know, it was still good, you know? There's just a little too much of it, because they put so much dev time into it because people wanted it. You know? And it's not even just the fact that the game was good. It's not even the fact that the game was like the finale to one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. It's the fact that this was the very first video game I ever streamed on this channel. And that meant the world to me. Like, that's what really got me passionate about doing this channel in the first place. Sharing my love for video games, like this game right here, like Arkham Knight. don't know. I'm like speechless, kind of. I'm like, ooh, vibe check. I fucking love this game.
I haven't played it yet.
You haven't played it, dude. You know what?
This game I actually have played.
Yeah, D'Angelo, how did you play it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't played it, Gavin. Keep going. My bad.
Didn't finish it, but I did enjoy it when I was playing it.
That's great. Did you play on PS4 or PC?
PS4.
Thank fuck. Because the PC port of that game was abysmal. I mean, it's alright now, but back when it first launched, Rocksteady outsourced it to another dev because they were focused more on the PS4, Xbox One version of the game. Anyway, Adam,
They just gave everyone refunds.
Yeah, they
I just
did.
want to point that out. They gave people refunds because they didn't want to fix it.
It was like Cyberpunk on a smaller scale.
Yep. The reason why I haven't played it is because I'm working through Arkham Asylum right now, Gavin. That's why.
That's perfectly fair. Adam.
So I don't have PS4.
Play through the series, enjoy it, honestly, because
That's what I'm trying to do.
I love these games. These are the Arkham games are some of my favorite superhero games, and honestly, while there's still games like Arkham Knight and the Suicide Squad game coming out, like, you know, those games look cool. I'm looking forward to playing them, hopefully. But, the Arkham games, they're just something else. They feel like a love letter to the Batman franchise, and it was flawed. Arkham Knight had its flawed. It had so much hype behind it because, you know, Arkham City and Asylum was so great. And, I don't know. DLC-wise, actually, I do want to comment on this. The DLC was disappointing. Do not buy unless you're buying, like, a Game of the Year edition of the game, do not buy the DLCs individually. Because, like, the DLC episodes themselves were, like, an hour long each. Some of them are not even an hour. Yeah, but they do allow you to play as new characters in challenge mode, so I guess you're getting content that way. Like, you can play Nightwing in challenge mode, or Harley Quinn, or Batgirl.
Hood.
Yeah, Red Hood.
A woman, I think.
Again, I love Arkham Knight.
Oh, my bad.
It's a game that got me to start streaming on the channel. It means the world to me. It's got me started doing this whole entire thing, and I wouldn't be the same without it. So, yeah. Moving on to 2016.
So on to 2016. Kind of like what Gavin felt with Arkham City or Night, right?
Both.
Okay, yeah. With both, this game means a lot to me. That being Persona 5. I just recently beat my original run. It took me around 160 hours, but holy cow, I love this game in and out. It has its flaws. There's characters that I love, characters that I forget, some characters that I don't really like, but damn, like, they knew what they were doing with this game from the moment they had it, from the moment we saw teasers and all that. I think this game is one of my, if not top 5 favorite games of all time.
I feel that, man. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Keep in mind that I've only played base Persona because I have PS3, so I don't know anything about Royal. So I know little bits of what they changed and what they did, but I don't know anything else.
Yeah, he's just watching through as we're streaming it on the channel.
So I just think there's just so much that, like, I can almost relate to, but not completely. Like, the characters feel actually human. The characters, like, everything, like, the whole idea of Persona 5 is just amazing. He's
speechless.
Just don't have much more. Yeah, it basically leaves me speechless.
Like, it's the perfect blend of a JRPG and social sim. That's what it is.
Yep. Yes.
And it's really fun. And honestly, you know what? I don't really need a copy of Persona 5. If you guys are subbed to the channel, you kind of know what it is by now, I hope.
Yep, I would know.
Damn it, D'Angelo! Alright, D'Angelo, it's time for us to teach you what it is. Alright. No.
So,
It's a masterpiece, and honestly, Royal just makes it even better. So, yeah. It has flaws, like Adam said, but those flaws
it does have its flaws.
are either passed out by Royal, or they're just so minor that everything else, just all the good things, just overweigh them.
Hopefully, I will be making a video soon enough about Persona 5 and how I feel.
I'll be looking forward to when that comes out. Now, D'Angelo, how about you for 2016?
2016, Titanfall 2.
You mean Black Ops 3?
Titanfall 2 is the best advanced movement FPS game ever to exist.
Agree.
And you know what? It was made by the people who made Modern Warfare 2. The higher-ups of Infinity Ward left, made Respawn, then started work on Titanfall.
I didn't know this.
Titanfall 2 is just so good. Its graphics compete with modern day games. Its storyline is good. Got Matthew Mercer acting as the main character. Another voice actor I like.
Amazing.
The gunplay is so good. The movements, the
Story.
physics, the Titans.
The story mode, the campaign, all my heart.
I don't have much experience with this game. I played it when it was PS Plus for when it was free for a month. Played the multiplayer, uninstalled it. I feel like I did it a disservice now that you guys are hyping it up so much.
No, you didn't do it.
I mean, it sounds really good. It sounds really good.
It is.
It's really good.
Like, between you guys praising it and Gojira talking his mouth off about it to me sometimes, it seems like a really good game.
It is.
Maybe. I don't really have much to say about it. D'Angelo, do you got more you want to say on Titanfall 2, man? Go ahead. Elaborate.
I think I've said my piece.
It's a good game. Okay, so I wish Noir was still here in this very moment. Alright? In fact, I wish he was editing the video just so he can listen to this. My pick of 2016 is Final Fantasy 15. Now this would be way funnier if he was actually here, but we have to give a job. So,
Game.
Yeah, I know, right? What a shame. Honestly, it's a very mixed bag in terms of the game. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm personally on the side of, I like it. It's basically a Final Fantasy game, but like streamlined with open world elements. There's a lot of hunting, there's a lot of side quests. The story sometimes is either non-existent or just overwhelming, depending where you are in the game. The Square Enix patched the hell out of that game with DLC and different editions of the game. Like there's a Windows edition, which just has Gordon Freeman. There's a Royal edition, which is essentially the Windows edition without Gordon Freeman. I bought this game twice. Day 1 edition and Royal edition. It's really good. It's a fun game. It's not great by any means. It's not the greatest Final Fantasy game. Like, at all. It had, like, fucking... Square Enix was trying so hard with it. There was, like, an anime with it that you could watch. There was a movie they made out of it. There's, like, 1,000 DLC episodes and shit. I don't know, man. It's good, but it's a little overwhelming while you're playing. I still have yet to 100% that game. So. But it's fun.
Do you think you're going to?
I don't know.
Fair. I heard the problems about that game, Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy 15
being being that like there was just way too much DLC, so like
Yeah, there's a lot. That's why.
no reason.
Like, if you're gonna get into the game, guys, either buy the Royal Edition or the Windows Edition. You just go buy those editions for the game. It comes with all the DLC. It's still overwhelming. Like, not only is there like 100-hour story mode in this game with like a bunch of DLC episodes that go along with it that are like 30 hours-ish, like 30 to 20. There's an entire multiplayer in this game that's DLC. There's an entire multiplayer mode.
They're good.
No,
Good?
not that I'm aware of.
Oh boy.
I don't know. There's a lot. They had a fucking... Dude, this game... I don't know how to feel about it. I like it. But it's not great. It has flaws.
You think it's not that bad, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's a good game overall, but... I think it was a mess in terms of, like, you know, Square Enix was just trying to push it really hard in terms of being, like... That's actually what Square Enix does. After Final Fantasy VII released back in, like, you know, 1995 or 6, they essentially are just like, okay, Final Fantasy X, this will do it. And you know what? The first game is great. Oh, make a second game. Oh, not that great. Oh, we have MOBA Final Fantasy games. 11 servers no longer are a thing. 14 is actually being really strong right now, holding up to this day. Good job, 14. 13, let's make a trilogy out of it. Okay, never mind. Final Fantasy 15. I'm sorry, D'Angelo. I'm just like ranting right now. I'm like Final Fantasy 15 was originally supposed to be part of the Final Fantasy 13 universe, but then Nomura got cut, and then Yozora was put into freaking Kingdom Hearts 3, and then it's a mess. Final Fantasy 15 is a mess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like it though. Let's move on. I'm getting mixed feelings. Adam, go.
So 2017, I picked Resident Evil 7.
Good game.
So I haven't actually beat this game. I've gotten. I think I'm just about like from the last time I remember. I think I beat the mother. I don't remember what's next, honestly. But like this is like my personal favorite Resident Evil game because it's like I don't think it's game breaking or any of that. I just like the idea of it being in first person and like having to like the idea of like the mold trying to like taking over this family to like and your girlfriend or wife. You're just trying to save her while having to deal with this poor family that got taken in by the mold and all that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Resident Evil 8. I hope I'm pretty sure it's going to be like Resident Evil 7, so first person.
Oh, it is.
That's what I'm really hoping for.
It is.
Awesome.
D'Angelo, do you have anything you want to talk about Resident Evil 7? Have you played the game?
I've never played any Resident Evils.
I see. Resident Evil 7 was the game that got me into the Resident Evil series. Like, it looked hype. A lot of content creators were playing it at the time. I bought it for cheap. I enjoyed it. I beat the game. I was like, ooh, this game's really fun. And then that caused me to get into the rest of the series. I started playing RE2 Remake when that came out. Then I streamed RE3 Remake. Got disappointed by that one. Then I played RE4, and that's my favorite Resident Evil game. And RE8 is appearing to be, you know, really hype. It's like RE7 mixed with elements of RE4. That's pretty much what it is, and I'm really excited for it. So, yeah.
I just liked it because it was first person. It's a first person, like, it's actually a really good first person horror game. And, like, you don't really see many of those nowadays.
I agree.
So, like, that's why I really liked it. And actually, I did get scared quite a few times while playing it.
D'Angelo during other lives.
So, D'Angelo, what was your 2017 pick?
2017 pick. Yes. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Good game.
My favorite open world RPG. And I don't care what you're gonna say.
Go ahead.
I played it, so I haven't heard or played it, so I don't know, so I can't say anything.
You play in a. This is so hard to describe.
Take your time.
It's like it's a land of like prehistory tribes, but there's futuristic tech everywhere. Like, is there robots that are dinosaurs? Hard to describe.
No, we know
really
what.
Good story.
We kind of know what it is. I think people in chat would at least have heard of it.
Yeah, it's the robot dinosaur game.
Yeah. What'd you like about it?
This is really cool aesthetic. I like the feel of it. I enjoyed it. I 100%ed it. Really good game.
I personally have never played Horizon Zero Dawn. I know, it's so shameful. But I actually bought a copy of it when it was on sale on Black Friday a while back. And I'm like, it's just sitting on my shelf. It's like...
Play it.
I might stream it someday, who knows? So I just picked
You got a backlog.
I got a backlog, that's true. I also picked up God of War 2, and I still have yet to fucking play that.
Wait for the second God of War game that's coming out soon.
But all I know is about Horizon Zero Dawn is it's a really good open world game. The DLC is really good, I hear. The one with the winter thing.
Yes. The Frozen Wilds.
Yeah, I hear that's really good. And the second game is coming to PS5, so let's go, baby!
Yes. Well, it will eventually come to PC like Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'm excited for that when that happens.
Yeah! It seems like a really good game, I should play it sometime.
Anything else you want to say, D'Angelo?
No. I think I've said it.
Alrighty. So,
Gavin?
So again, we had a Sonic episode like a little while ago, and I'm gonna talk more about Sonic. Here I am again. 2017, I'm talking about Sonic Mania because Noir took Crash Bandicoot. Wow, Jesse got online just as soon as I said I'm talking about Sonic anyway. That's a Discord thing. So essentially, Sonic Mania, it's just a really good return to form 2D platformer for Sonic. It's just a classic Sonic game, essentially. It's the real Sonic form. That's what it is. That's the best way to describe it. It has remix levels of like classic remix levels, essentially. You have Green Hill's Chemical Plant. You got fan favorite levels mixed with new levels. Christian Whitehead and all those guys did a great job making this game that Sega and Sonic Team could not do. This was like a indie game, like a Sonic indie game, fan game, that's just published officially, and it's canon, and it's amazing, and I love it. And you know what? You guys know what Sonic Mania is. It brought Sonic back to, glory or whatever, return to form game for the series. I'm looking forward to see what they do next with the Sonic series, to be honest. How you build off Mania and the atrocities on the forces. So, yeah, let's just see how it goes from here. And Sonic Mania, really good game. And I actually just really like how just a fan development that got officially published. Yeah.
I played it, heard it's good though.
It is really good. I streamed the game on the channel a while back. It was really fun. Want to hear more about my thoughts of Sonic? Go watch the last. Okay, I'm done. Keep moving.
So, okay, so...
So you!
2018. Yeah, I thought you had something to say about Sonic.
Nope.
Fair enough. So, my 2018 pick is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, I actually joined this game only last year. So, didn't get to play it day one or whatnot, but I've heard about the game. I've watched people play Smash Bros. I played Brawl, so I'm like, oh cool, new Smash game. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And when I saw the trailers and all that for like the teasers and for Smash Ultimate, I was excited because I know eventually I was going to be able to get it. And I think it is one of my favorite fighting games, if you call it a fighting game, one of my favorite party games, if you call it a party game. I just think it's really fun, really easy. It can be pretty easy to play. You can pick it up, do whatever, basically, is what I'm trying to say with it.
Yeah, D'Angelo, do you have anything you want to talk about with Smash before I just rant?
I have never played Smash Brothers.
Good try.
Okay, well, hold your peace. Okay, I love Smash Brothers Ultimate. I used to play it, like, I don't know, daily. I have, like, over 600 hours in that game. It's a really fun game. It's a good party crossover game that people take really seriously. Honestly, the DLC for this game is, like, some of the most hyped moments I've ever felt in my life, or some of the most disappointing moments I've ever felt. Like, Sephiroth, you guys saw my reaction to that reveal. I was like, oh!
Yeah. For solid 5 minutes.
Yeah, for a solid 5 minutes. I was pogging.
Don't worry, I was too, Gavin.
It was fucking amazing. And honestly, thanks to Smash Bros, I actually got into Persona because I got into Joker because he was a DLC for Smash Bros. Ultimate, which led me looking at Persona 5 when it was on sale, and then one thing leads to another, and I'm 27 streams into Persona 5 Royal. Anyways.
The live stream series in the description below.
No, it's not in the description below. Go check the channel page. It's a good game, honestly. Smash Brothers, you don't need us to tell you it's a good game. It's just a really fun franchise. Fun with friends. Online, kind of fun. Not really, sometimes.
You really need to fix it, the online.
Please. And, yeah. It's just a fun game.
What's funny is because of Hero being in Smash, I actually got into Dragon Quest because of Smash Bros. And also kind of Persona 5 and also it probably helped that I was influenced by you and Noir and all them.
Exactly.
Like
Smash Brothers is a good gateway into other game franchises. Like, you know, I had Persona, you know, Joker got me into Persona 5, and then, you know, it didn't really, I'm noticing something. After Sephiroth was revealed and came out, a lot of people I know are starting to get more into Final Fantasy VII.
I was already really, like, I always wanted to play Final Fantasy VII, but I never had it, nor have I been able to access it, so that's why. But, like, now I was actually kind of able to, and you know what, I'm excited to keep playing it whenever I can.
Heck yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just a really hyped game. It's really fun. And it's the most ambitious crossover game.
We're just doing it to make a video.
You have a lot of background, Adam. Sorry. I don't have much to say. D'Angelo, want to pick up from here?
2018.
Yes, it is.
My game for 2018 is DayZ.
Please tell me
It's
about this.
been early access. Oh, it was early access since like 2013 or something.
Isn't it finally released in 2018?
Yes. And God, is the base game just horrible.
Oh.
But when you get the DZSA launcher for it and start popping on some modded servers, then you've got your hours of fun there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically, DayZ is a zombies game, but the server I liked the most, Omnicidal, didn't have zombies on it. It was a specific server. To get on, get supplies to build a base, do military runs, and then just kill folk.
I've never played DayZ, but it sounds fun based on what you're telling me right now. So it's more of a better community game than what it actually launched with.
Yeah. Basically, originally what DayZ was a mod for Arma 2. But that mod was very quickly modded upon by other modders. And when Bohemia, the people who made Arma 2, Arma 3, and DayZ, started the DayZ game, they took the original mod idea, which was very bland. There was nothing there. So, very few people actually like DayZ standalone. But with the launcher, it just makes it so much better.
I see. Well, I don't really have much to comment on that. How about you, Adam? Do you have any thoughts on DayZ?
No, not really. I've heard it's really good, and I would actually kind of want to play it eventually in due time.
I see. So moving on to my 2018, I'm actually wearing a shirt for this right now. I didn't realize this is perfectly planned for me on my end. You guys can't see me right now, but I'm wearing a Spider-Man PS4 shirt. I love that game. I love Spider-Man PS4. I love Spider-Man in general. Okay, so where to begin? This is one of the best adaptations of Spider-Man, hands down. Like, I've talked about this before on like the Miles Morales streams, but this game is like the perfect adaptation of adult Peter Parker. All right, like this man, he's not too into tech, but he's a little bit of a tech whiz. He doesn't have like an Iron Man suit or anything though. But he's just a normal guy dealing with problems in his life, you know? There's an entire mission where he gets evicted from his apartment, and I love that mission. You know what I'm saying? He deals with normal struggles that normal people deal with. He volunteers for a homeless shelter place that helps feed people and house them. He has struggled with paying bills, showing up to work on time while balancing life as a superhero. You know, it's standard Spider-Man stuff, but it's all packed into a game that has such a satisfying gameplay loop. The combat's really fun. You know, a lot of people draw comparisons to Arkham, and I can see it. I can see that where they're coming from there. But I feel like the game has his own identity with this combat to the point where it feels a lot more like free flow in the air rather than on the ground. Instead of a counter button, you have a dodge button, you know? I don't know. The stealth is alright. It's kind of weak in that regard, but where it does succeed is like it's fast-paced combat and the swinging. Oh my gosh, I never wanted to fast travel while playing that game, not once. I just wanted to keep swinging, you know. Oh, oh, what's up, D'Angelo?
I was gonna say I agree.
Nice. Oh, you played the game?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Finally, something D'Angelo has played with us. Alright.
I've also played this one.
Hell yeah. Alright, so we're all on the same page then.
Yes, it's amazing.
Like, it's just like, oh, there's a side mission all the way across the city. Guess I better swing to it. There's a main mission all the way over there. Okay. Oop, random crime in progress. I guess I'll go stop that. This game is so satisfying to complete, honestly. Like, it's one of the few games that I feel obligated to platinum. Like the only time I chose the fast travel in that game was to get the trophy for it. That's it. The suits are great. Insomniac clearly put a lot of care into this game, and it shows. And Miles Morales, while, you know, not being a full-on follow-up to this game, is a really great game from what I'm playing so far, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. And PS4 is, like, one of my favorite games, honestly. Like, easily top 10. So, Spider-Man is a great game, in case you don't know. How about you guys? What do you guys thoughts on the game? Anyways, so yeah, sorry about that. You guys pick up where we just left off there. Technical difficulty. Guys, what do you guys think about Spider-Man PS4?
I actually really enjoyed this game. Like, even though I haven't beaten it lately, or like I barely put any time into it, I actually really enjoyed being able to just be Spider-Man and go through like and just travel around New York City and just do stuff as Spider-Man. Like, I think it's just such a cool idea and like well executed enough that like it doesn't feel bland. It's just like another generic Spider-Man game. It changes. It feels really different. And, like, makes it like really fun and replayable. Maybe I haven't gotten that far enough to say that.
It is. I've 100%ed it 3 times. Yeah. D'Angelo, how do you feel about this game?
It is the best superhero game in my opinion.
I feel that, man.
It's so smooth. It looks so good. I have taken several banging photos with that feature.
Oh, you play with the photo mode? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite suit to use during the photo mode?
Oh, I think I use the Sam Raimi suit as always.
What a good guy! Ah, what a good guy! That's like a great suit. Oh man, it's such a good game. I'm tempted to pick up the remaster, but it's literally the same game I already own. Oh,
Just faster.
Yeah. I don't have a segue. Adam, what's your 2019 game?
2019 game. It's really weird because a lot of people didn't really like this game. That game being Sword and Shield. Okay, so for some background, I've basically grown up with Pokemon. Like, I've basically pretty much every new console, like every new Nintendo console, I would usually get a Pokemon game with. So and also half my people around me also played Pokemon. So basically, I was always surrounded by Pokemon. Whether or not that was so, like, when I heard about a new Pokemon game, I always get excited. And just recently, like yesterday, literally yesterday, we have a new Pokemon game coming out shortly, which is Pokemon Snap. It'll be cool. I've heard people are really excited about it. That's off topic a little bit. Also, it's not typical Pokemon, but like cool. When I heard about Pokemon Sword and Shield, I was excited because I thought, oh boy, it's gonna be a really fun game. And you know what? Even though it's not the greatest, I'm going to admit that it's not the greatest story-wise. It's not the best plot-wise. It's fun because it's quick, simple, and easy for new players. I guarantee you, if we get another mainstream Pokemon game on Switch, it's going to be hopefully a little bit more difficult than Sword and Shield.
It felt like a very basic, back to beginner Pokemon game for some people.
Yes, and that's why, and also so did Let's Go Pokemon and Let's Go Eevee. But keep in mind that the Game Freak has been doing this for 30 plus years. They only wanted to make like 1 or 2, but they are legally obligated to make a new Pokemon game.
Which, yeah, they start... I feel like since Pokemon Go blew up, I think Pokemon has gotten into even more of a casual direction in terms of, like, a gateway RPG.
Basically. The older Pokemon games, like Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, are way harder because there was not any handholding. There was little to no handholding. I really like, but Pokemon Sword and Shield, oh my goodness, there's so much handholding.
Would you recommend this game to new players or anything?
I would, if you are decently new to Pokemon, so like maybe Gen 5 and forward, sure, it's not bad. Yeah, I literally beat it in like a day because I didn't have anything else to do, and also I really like Pokemon, so and I'm still working on it. I literally just need to find someone to going to straight to me, and then I'll basically be done. But the DLCs I heard are really fun and really worth it. So I think it's worth it to recommend.
D'Angelo, do you have any thoughts on this Pokemon game or any Pokemon games?
I played Pokemon Go for like a week or two. That was kind of cool.
Nice.
That's as far as I can go, really.
I beat Poke Park for the Wii. That's pretty much
That's
it.
not real Pokemon.
It totally is. It's the best Pokemon game, alright? D'Angelo,
No.
transition so he can't prove me wrong.
Division 2. I don't know.
And other groups.
D'Angelo, Adam, do you mind muting real quick?
Yeah.
Alright, D'Angelo.
So, 2019 was a tough year for me to find. And so, I ended up going with the Division
Wait.
2.
Hold on. Don't you mean 2019?
Yeah, he said 2019.
I heard 2018. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, this is 2019. So I went with Tom Clancy's The Division 2. I played it for like a week. It was kind of cool. There were zombies.
There were zombies.
Yeah, there were zombies, there was some PvP. Third person was kind of interesting. But I didn't play it for very long because I got it on PS4 like the week I moved to PC.
I just noticed the only two games that you have on your list have nothing to do with zombies is Horizon Zero Dawn, Titanfall 2, and that's it.
And WWE.
And WWE, but who knows about that one.
Yeah. So that's... I told you Division 2 is going to be a short and snappy one.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you had some fun with it, I guess.
Saved.
Anyways, so Division 2 seems like a really fun game, D'Angelo. Very brief though.
I think you should try it, Gavin, if you haven't.
Is it that good though? I don't know.
I played it a little bit, and it's actually not that bad.
Nice. I don't have any personal feelings towards it. You know, I never played it, but I saw some trailers for it at like an E3 or something. But you know what? I'm glad you enjoyed it, D'Angelo.
Your 2019 pick is, Gavin?
Kingdom Hearts 3. Possibly my favorite game of all time. Possibly. I switch between this and 2 all the time. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm gonna say that. Like, world-wise, you know what? No, it's the best Kingdom Hearts game. It's basically everything the other Kingdom Hearts games did right, but just conglomerated into like one big amazing package that, in my opinion, lived up to the hype. Story-wise, it's a little bit of a mess. It's convoluted, but when is Kingdom Hearts not convoluted, right? Gameplay-wise,
Yep.
the Keyblade transformations is an amazing system. The Gummy ship is actually fun. Party members are at their best in terms of AI in this game. The visuals are amazing. The Gummy phone is hilarious. 100%ing this game is satisfying, like super satisfying. And the Remind DLC, like with all the new DLC bosses and all that stuff, only makes it more satisfying to play. It honestly makes it a 9 to 10 in my honest opinion, and I love Kingdom Hearts 3. You guys saw my pain while I was streaming through Remind. Yeah, that was really fun.
Smiling on the inside, though.
Yeah, I'm smiling on the outside, but I'm dying on the inside. Yeah, no, I love Kingdom Hearts 3.
I haven't been able to play much of this game, and I really want to keep playing it, but just difficult times and all that, so... I've seen you play Remind, and I know you actually really enjoyed this game, and I really want to give it my honest opinion, but I really can't, because I haven't been able to really play it.
And that's fine, Adam. Speaking of, D'Angelo, do you have any thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3?
Never played it, never seen it. No.
Neat. Adam, how about your 2020 game?
So my 2020 game is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now this game I didn't get to play much of. Sadly, I didn't get too far in, but I saw my brother pretty much play most of it. My older brother play most of it, and you know what? Even though a lot of people didn't really like it because like it was combat's repetitive. It doesn't feel like too Dragon Ball-y. I think it's like the best story driven Dragon Ball Z game. So basically, I think it does what it was meant to be, which is be the recap for Dragon Ball, and it does that well. Unlike pretty much any other Dragon Ball game out there, I don't think any other Dragon Ball game recaps the story of Dragon Ball Z as well as
Kakarot.
Kakarot does. And the DLCs are short. The card game that they added not too long ago, it's actually really easy and really fun from what I've heard. So I think it's easily like a 9 out of 10. I think it's better than Xenoverse, better than Fighters.
Whoa.
Personally.
Whoa.
I think it's better than both of them.
I agree with Xenoverse, but Fighters?
I'd rather play Kakarot than Fighters.
I mean, I guess it's the competitive scene, right?
The competitive scene also, I think it's just easier to pick up.
It is.
I think it's just like I think because the thing is with Fighters you have to fight someone, and I'm not that good. I'm not competitive. Rather than I would much rather just sit down, learn a story.
You're more of a single player RPG guy. I get it.
But I do enjoy my multiplayer games.
Oh, of course. But like
I
Fighters,
can sit down.
it's like a skill gap in Fighters.
Just like every other fighting game with me for like Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom, and all of those.
I feel
Much of a skill gap, and just like I just feel stressed out looking at it all.
I don't really have too many strong opinions with Kakarot. I didn't really look into it too much. It looked like a fun Dragon Ball RPG. D'Angelo, do you have any thoughts on this anime RPG game?
Jeez, I just have so many.
D'Angelo, please elaborate.
I don't have a single thought, honestly. I don't think I've
No
thought
thoughts,
I think
head
I've
empty.
8 games.
The last time he felt was the Spider-Man game.
Yes.
So D'Angelo, well, so I don't think we have anything else to say. What do you think your 2020? What is your favorite 2020 game?
Well, it was a toss-up between Cold War, Doom, and Squad.
Which one do you think takes it?
Black and Cold War fits Treyarch. They undid the monstrosity that was Black Ops 4.
Oh yeah.
Thank God for it. They successfully remodeled zombies.
Elaborate.
And it's so good.
Elaborate why you like Cold War so much.
Like with the weapon rarity system, it means with virtually any weapon, you can get to a decent high round, and they've brought back high rounds. You can get past 255 now.
So you can get past two.
What do you enjoy the most out of Cold War, the story, multiplayer, or zombies?
Well, the story is amazing. It's short, but I think that's a positive. Multiplayer, best multiplayer since Black Ops 2.
Ow.
Zombies. It is the. I cannot choose whether Black Ops 3 or is better. We just have to wait and see how Cold War goes later on with zombies.
It has the potential to be better than Black Ops 3.
Yes, it has the potential. It has the foundation, but it can go downhill oh so quickly.
I feel that. I actually have not invested in Cold War yet, but I could probably just pick it up sometime and play it on the PS5 and see how that goes.
I want to.
It seems fun. It's honestly weird that I'm skipping out on this game so far. I don't know why I am. Huh? Maybe Black Ops 4 broke me.
Cold War. Did you play Modern Warfare or no?
I did not. The last Call of Duty game I invested time in was Black Ops 4, and that might explain it because that might have broken me.
Yeah.
Well, if D'Angelo's recommending it, I might pick it up. I don't know. Is the DLC free? Right? Is it free?
Yes.
Thank fuck. Okay, I might do it then. Alright. Well, my 2020 game, unless you guys have anything else you want to say about Cold War, because it seems really fun.
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. Well, my 2020 game to wrap this all up is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, we're currently streaming this on the channel, Adam and I. We're having fun with that there. But beyond that, I played it on my own time. I know. The streamer played the game on his own when he wasn't streaming it? I know. Spoilers, I know. This is why I can't play games on my own time anymore.
Good.
Freaking... It just... I enjoyed the original Final Fantasy VII. Like, I didn't play it when I was really young or anything. I bought it was on sale, so I was just like, oh, this is a really fun game, and I like Cloud, and oh, I'm getting into the series more. Okay, cool. Final Fantasy VII is not even my favorite Final Fantasy game. Remake isn't even my favorite Final Fantasy game. But
what's your favorite then?
Final Fantasy X. But what I will say, Final Fantasy VII is the most important Final Fantasy game. And it's honestly the most iconic one, obviously, because Cloud, Sephiroth, and, you know, Genova, blah, 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 Tifa, you get it. Aerith. Final Fantasy VII Remake did the impossible. Within 5 years of development, I'm going to say roughly 5 to 6 years of development, it managed to adapt one of the most iconic video games of all time, like at least the first quarter of it, into a amazing remake that pretty much captured the essence of the original, what made it very special, while also adding its own new ideas and scenes and stuff like that. Like, I can't really get into it here in terms of spoilers, but the thing it does at the end is mind-breaking, is mind-fucking. Final Fantasy VII purists are gonna have a heart attack.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But me personally, I'm into that weird shit, so I'm just like, hell yeah, let's go! You know, the combat in that game is amazing. I love being able to switch between Cloud, Tifa, Barret, Aerith, and like a combat thingy by just one press of a button. It's just great. It's satisfying. It's like, everything that Final Fantasy 15 did wrong, Remake is kind of doing right. So like, you know, it's really fun. It's a great adaptation of an iconic story, and honestly, it adds a lot of good subversions and side quests and new additions. I love the game. The story is great. The dialogue is great. Honestly, it's a good game. It's just a good game. The soundtrack's great too. And yeah, actually, the soundtrack released recently. It's 13 hours long. It's really good.
Do you know how long Persona is?
No idea. I haven't looked into it.
No, you have it.
I know, I have this Persona 5 soundtrack on my Spotify, and I have not looked at the length of it. But yeah, no, I don't got too much more to say. Look forward to us streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake on the channel. If not, go play it yourself, or, you know, go play the original. Just have fun with the games. Just play games. Games are fun.
Doing
Games are
the
fun.
original, right? Well, nah. trying to play the original.
D'Angelo, do you got anything you want to say, man?
No.
D'Angelo,
This
just
one's been
speak.
really chill.
I haven't played Persona.
Or Final Fantasy.
Or a lot of these games.
Well, think of them as recommendations, my guy.
If you like RPGs.
Yeah, a lot of these are RPGs, which I know isn't everyone's cup of tea, but, you know, I like them. I like them a lot. So, I guess we could get into wrapping up this episode, huh? Because this is going to be the first 2-hour episode in a very long time. This is the first 2-hour episode since episode 5. Damn it, D'Angelo!
We didn't
As long as-
sing. We didn't sing.
Want to sing?
No.
No, we should sing. Come on, it's tradition.
I'm gonna break my rusty chain.
Oh, we're gonna sing, Rusty, what the hell is it?
I don't know the lyrics.
I know, it's
Well,
the
I
Johnny
know.
Cash song, the Mom of the Dead Johnny Cash song. Rusty
Oh,
Cage.
Rusty Cage.
Rusty Cage,
Oh.
there it is. I'm gonna break my, I'm gonna break my Rusty Cage.
I'm gonna break.
I'm gonna break, I need the lyrics. Are we doing this?
I'm gonna break my Rusty Cage.
Rusty Cage, Johnny Cash. Lyrics. Man, this is gonna be terrible. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's good. Oh,
Okay, I have the lyrics. I'm gonna post them in the chat. Damn, this is gonna be awful. I'm looking forward to it. Alright. Just tradition at this point. Were you just like sitting in this podcast session, D'Angelo, and just waiting for us to start singing at some point? Look, alright, there's the lyrics.
Are we doing the entire song?
Yeah? I don't know how it goes all the way, so. Wait, is this the right song? Did I sing the right song? Yes, I did. How are we gonna do this? You wired me awake.
That's why I think we should just.
Wired me
I
away.
think that's why we should stop.
Him in a broken nail. You tied my
Guide my lane and hold my hand. Do it.
watch
To
my blood
watch my blood begin to boil.
But I'm gonna break.
I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break my.
I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. I'm gonna break.
I'm gonna break.
I'm gonna break
I'm
my.
gonna break.
I'm gonna break my rusty cage and
And
run.
run.
Too cold to start a fire. I'm burning diesel, burning dinosaur.
Burn down your bones. So take me to the river down to the still waters and ride my path of dawn.
I'm gonna break. What?
I'm gonna break.
I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break my. I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run.
And the forest burns along the road and like God in the headlights. When the dogs are looking for the bones, it's raining, the ice picks them.
You got
You
this,
feel
guys.
sure. I'm gonna break.
Break my.
I'm gonna break my.
I'm
I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run.
I'm gonna break.
I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break my. I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run.
D'Angelo just gave up.
I'm gonna break. I'm
Yeah.
gonna break. I tried.
I know. We can't force it.
Cut that out. Twitch.tv/D'Angelo Studios. Follow, subscribe.
Damn, he's plugging. I didn't even realize we were doing that. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go follow him on Twitch. He does stuff. He streams Call of Duty and other fun games.
I stream everything. I'm gonna stream D with some of the Talk Soft guys.
No, those guys are us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna teach us how to play D&D via this campaign, kind of. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun with that. Yeah, that campaign should be starting within the next few weeks. I don't know. By the time this episode goes up, it probably might already be starting. I don't know. So
Maybe.
We'll see.
Adam, do you want to plug anything?
YouTube, Twitter, and all that. You know.
Yeah. Noir isn't here, but he has a YouTube and a Twitter and all that. You know him. I have a YouTube. If you're watching it. Thanks for the watch time, guys. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say. Thank you guys for coming on to the show, guys. Again, it's great having you for on.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a little while. I'm glad to have you on, D'Angelo. Thank you for coming on.
It seems to be. I don't know if this is me getting cocky, but I joined for the April Halloween episode, and is that still the best
performing episode?
Stat-wise?
Yep, statistically speaking, that is the best Socks Off episode. It's also the fan favorite too.
And then there was the D&D stream, which got quite a few viewers.
Oh yeah, no, it's off to a great start already.
Yeah.
So, who knows if this episode performed really well? I think we're onto something.
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
Scottish man.
you Scottish man. Maybe it's the accent.
Maybe.
Oh man. All right, note to self: stream with D'Angelo. Kidding. Maybe. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, no. So I'm gonna leave it to future Gavin. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night, and thank you all for coming on. And blah blah blah.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Hey guys and gals, what's going on? It's Future Gavin here. Welcome to another outro for the Socks Off podcast. As per usual, I'll be your host, leading you through this outro. And I want to start things off by giving thanks to some of the awesome mad lads that came on to this episode with me. Now then, let's give a thanks to D'Angelo, Adam, and Noir. These fucking mad lads came back on the podcast to work with little old me to provide you all with the best content possible. The best content on the internet. Kind of. Anyways, so I want to give a shout out to the lovely Scottish man, D'Angelo. You can follow him on Twitch. You can follow him on Twitter. Fuck, you can go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Dude, go support the Scottish man. He's funny. Do it. We love him. Damn, why is he so good why is he such a good person? Anyways, moving on. Speaking of good people, we have Adam Laporte. You can go subscribe to his YouTube channel. You can go follow him on Twitter. That's actually it. That's all you can do for him. But hey, at least he has social media. Am I right, boys? You can go support him. I'm on his channel. Go check out the BTSs. Anyways, good segue, Gavin. Good job. Anyways, so you can go check out Noir. The guy that's editing this video. The guy that's watching me record this segment. The guy that left halfway through the podcast recording. The guy who made the assets for this video. Holy shit, this guy did a lot. Thank you, Noir. Also, the mod that does controversial things. Thank you, disembodied voice. Anyways, you can subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow him on Twitter. Is that really it? Yeah, according to the disembodied voice, that's my executive. That's it. That's all he's got? For real? Okay. He's a very talented guy, though. He does a lot of work for the channel and helps me provide you all with the best content possible. Hell, all these guys I work with do that for you guys. This content is free. You guys can enjoy it. And honestly, it's a genuine blast getting to work on this. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time. I cannot tell you how many takes I've done of this fucking outro. Look at me. I am so tired. It's 1 in the morning. Anyways, but it's all worth it. It's for you guys. And I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the podcast. I genuinely do. And we'll see you all on the next episode of the Socks Off Podcast. Click the links in the description down below. Support the content creators involved. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want. Follow the Socks Off Podcast on Twitter for updates. And of course, get ready to check out the good old Gavin meme compilation of his internet dying, who's also referring to himself in the third person.
And some special outtakes.
Oh, of course, and some special outtakes from this very episode. Alright, without further ado, good night everybody. Enjoy the funnies. Peace out. Meister out. What's going on? It's Future Gavin here, and welcome to the outro for the Socks Off Podcast. As per usual, I'll be giving a thanks to our special guests that came onto this episode, D'Angelo, Adam, and Noir. Thank you all. Thanks to you the viewer. You're amazing. I love you. You're beautiful. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Hey guys and gals, what's going on? It's Future Gavin here, and welcome to the outro of the Socks Off Podcast. As per usual, I'm here to give you guys the deets. So, I just want to give a big thanks to our guests that came on to this episode, Adam, D'Angelo, and Noir. Big shout out to those fucking... I noticed it too. So, about that funny Bandicoot deal, right? G-Fuel, G-Meister, it's still coming together, am I right, guys? Right?
Fucking hell.
No? Oh? What do you mean? I'm supposed to be at a recording. Okay. Ah! What are you doing?